Hey guys, welcome back to another art video. Today we're going to learn how to draw a person. And not just any old person like this stickman here. We're gonna learn how to draw a person with realistic proportions and how to proportion them. Or at least how I do it. So let's begin. Starting off, we draw a circle. And then, underneath, we draw a smaller circle, like so. Then we draw a slightly curved line under the smallest circle. If you join the edges of the biggest circle to the small curved line, you get a head. In this technique, the head is a unit of measurement we use to determine how the rest of the body is proportioned. These are optional, but in my sketches I usually add these two lines, the vertical one showing the center of the face and the horizontal one showing where the eyes are supposed to be. Back to the proportion thing. The average person, once they are fully grown, if you use their head as a measurement, are maybe 7 or 7.5 heads tall. And using that, we can draw a person. And when we do draw people, we can figure out how to lay out the arms, legs, body, and the rest of the body using this measurement system. But how do we do it? This is how we proportion that. Here I'm going to be using a part of a sticky note so that I can illustrate better for you guys how this works. But once you do it enough times, you'll be able to sight it by eye how many heads is a person and how you sketched out. Estimate with the sticky note if you need how many heads you want. A normal human is around 7 heads tall, and draw them one by one beneath the head. You can put a little line just to mark it for yourself. Now that we have the placement marks, we can start adding in where parts of the body will go. Shoulders go a bit below the second line. The waistline goes around the third or fourth, closer to the fourth, and the legs start in the middle of the fourth and fifth line. The knees start around line 6, and then the feet go at the very bottom at line 8. Now we will start filling out where the body parts go and the general shape of them. Normally draw a sort of tapered square for the upper torso, and then a circle for the waist. And then for the lower torso, I draw the same shape from before, but flipped around and flatter. For the knees, I draw 2 circles, starting just above where the placement mark for them is. Here I'm elongating the torso a bit so that the leg to body ratio is more realistic. After adding circles for the ankles and circles for the shoulders, the main body is done. To proportion the arms, I add circles just above the waistline for the elbows, and the hands go down to the lower part of the torso. Now to finish off, we just trace the markings we've made and define the body. And with that, we are done. Of course, this is just a sketch. There's going to be a lot more detail if you want to actually draw a character, but this is the foundation work you'll need for every person you want to draw. Draw using this method enough times, it'll become almost second nature, and you'll be able to estimate where the legs go and where the waist goes, and you'll be able to do it much quicker and without all of those lines and all of those proportion marks and all of the planning behind it. Here I'm doing a sketch of a random person on some sticky note so that I can just show you that this method becomes much quicker with time. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something, and I hope it was a useful tutorial. See you next time. Bye, art kids.